In this episode, we speak with Jonathan, Head of Operations and CMO at Uptop, a technology company that's looking to revolutionize the relationship between landlords, renters, and property managers. Jonathan shares his past experience as director of a massive 11,000-unit New York apartment development and the process of integrating chatbots for sales and customer support, along with his thoughts on the future of automation in real estate and plans for Uptop. I'm excited to learn a bit kind of then how you've both transitioned to where you are now. But again, what technologies tell me again, where is the situation you were in, the role that you're playing, and then, what did you look for technology to then help with that problem?
Yeah, so the biggest problem we faced was really leasing about 3,000 apartments every single year. That was the turnover rate we had, being that it was 11,200 units plus. So we said, okay, how can we fix this? How can we use technology to make our day-to-day more efficient? Now, obviously, we're not at the stage yet of replacing any human beings as such from a leasing point of view, but there's obviously technologies out there that can help chat bots, especially, when people come onto the website and they're saying, hey, how much is a two-bedroom, or, what are your amenities, etc. Chatbots obviously can come in there and save a lot of time. The other thing with that side as well is obviously large urban spaces, not just New York City, but people work long hours these days and people are very, very busy, kids, family, friends, etc. So people wanted to obviously come in a lot later, or at least speak to people later in the evenings, and especially on the weekends. And obviously, human capital wise, you can't have people there 24/7. It's just not possible. So obviously, chatbots and AI can come in there very strongly in technology. So if someone you wouldn't believe it, but 1 a.m. on a Saturday morning, sort of wants to know, can I renew my lease even from a renewals point of view? It would kick in and obviously create a card and try and get them to renew and at least put them in touch with the right person.
Did you see any pushback when you integrated the chatbots that people were like, oh man, I got to interact with chatbot? Or was it actually, oh, thankfully I can actually get something done? What was the response?
It was mixed at first. So yes, we did have some people saying this chatbot's really annoying. And to be honest, I've experienced that myself, booking flights and other, in other verticals. They can be annoying if they're not understanding you, they haven't actually understood what you're saying. Even the phone ones with my accent, I've had problems with, actually, to be honest. They get those wrong a lot of the time. But, there was also the other half, though, that was like, oh, this is very efficient. It's got me to the place I needed to get to, especially when they were looking for just further information. So they couldn't necessarily find, like I said, what amenities are available, or, how much the gym costs, etc. And you could literally just point them, this is on this page, because we had quite an in-depth website with a lot of different information, etc. So it could get confusing. So a lot of people did appreciate that.
So good use case for AI chatbots mentality is being able to filter information and to provide just what specifically they need if there's a lot of information on a website kind of.
Correct. And also obviously just a lot of information that people want, and so many different things, especially when it comes to rentals and real estate, as I'm sure you're aware. There's so many different questions, and it's important to people. This is a lot of money they spend on rent, and it's their home, and they want to, make the right decision.
Where do you was it difficult to install and to get it running if someone else was wanting to do the same thing?
So to be honest, for us, we had a large operations team. We did have quite healthy budgets. So for us, it wasn't so difficult. We had external third-party tech teams to help us. So for us, no, it was not difficult. However, for, I would say, a smaller operator or a more conscientious business, it would be pretty difficult back then. I think it has progressed now, with obviously there's new technologies out there that are sort of easy to install and just provide kind of snippets of code you can kind of put into WordPress yourself and just get going yourself. But this was 3 or 4 years ago, so it was a bit more tough. So I think it's getting easier.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel we are getting to the time where it's becoming ubiquitous, where it's easier and easier for smaller and smaller businesses to take advantage of this technology?
I think so. And I think that technology providers are shifting toward their attention, not just to enterprise, like you said, and saying, oh, you know what, there's a lot of smaller landlords and smaller operators out there that could use automation, make their, operations more streamlined. They need tools as much as the enterprise, and if not more sometimes. So yeah, I do feel that people are shifting. I know that, from our business point of view, we're shifting towards focusing on everyone, not just enterprise, but the whole gamut.
Right. Now, you've made your shift from there to where you are now, similar industry, but
Yes.
You're actually promoting it and everything. Do you see ever, maybe I should ask Frank this question, installing a chatbot ability even then for landlords and stuff to be able to utilize through your platform?
Well, we actually have built that. In essence, we built a direct communication tool. So it really is in real time that a prospect or renter can go on through our app, through our web app, and communicate directly with the landlords or managers, etc. So yes, we have included that. So that's what I mean by shifting towards trying to build that automation. In terms of sort of the automation side of things, we are going down that road. We're not quite there yet. But we're definitely heading towards that side where, this might be a certain time of day. You say, hey, automation, take over, and also learn the questions and start understanding the questions that the tenants or prospects want. And this goes down the road of also artificial intelligence maintenance, which I'm a big believer in.
Break that down for me. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, sure. So obviously, from my experience, the biggest problem you have when you're a tenant, or one of the largest problems I should say, is really maintenance requests and work orders. My toilet's blocked, I need a plumber. And for the operators, it's actually usually very hard to obviously get involved in, pass it to the right people. They're not necessarily doing it because they want to be slow. They're just doing it because day to day they get busy and it's hard to deal with. So from an AI point of view, that could be very interesting, that if someone submits a ticket saying, my toilet's broken, obviously the technology can register that that's a plumbing issue. And that can be directed straight to either the on-site super or the third-party plumber, that they can actually handle it quicker and then just bill back the landlord or the operator. So it just makes the whole work order system just a lot more streamlined.
I think the best use case for AI or automation right now is those specific use cases, like
right.
A very narrow focus, just automate this one piece of maintenance requests is brilliant. I mean, it would save people so much time and people know that it's getting handled. It's a win-win-win.
It really is. And I think obviously retention from an operator owner point of view is so critical today. You really need to lower your acquisition costs and you want to keep your units filled. I mean, let's be honest, from enterprise through the whole, different size organizations. So what's the best way you can provide that sort of customer service is making sure that if someone needs something, it's really handled in that timely manner, sort of along the lines of a hospitality road. So you're in a hotel and you need room service. There's someone right there to provide room service. I don't think we're there in that 100% real time like the hospitality industry yet, but I would love to see it get along those lines and get, build better towards that.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing this insight, both from then your experience of with AI and chatbots and what you guys are going to be doing and integrating already right now for Uptop. You want to give a quick shout out of, where people can go to learn more about Uptop and what people can expect?
Sure. You can go to liveuptop.com and you can expect a lot of technology, insights and developments from us. So very exciting times. Would love to check it out if you're a landlord, operator, owner especially, but also tenants.
Have you seen a company using AI, machine learning, or other technology to transform the way we live, work, and do business? Go to uptechreport.com and let us know.